Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. I'll continue going through this ruined temple. But more cultists as we go. Pretty, it's fucking straightforward anyway. Stabby stabby. Disarm the traps for that little bit extra experience. I didn't click on that one.
And so I shall.
A little bit extra experience. Why not? Fucking rob them of the potions again.
Lovely.
And to the right, so you've got two ways you can go here, left and right. I'm going to go, probably just go both ways, just to make sure I clear everything so I don't miss anything as we're going. Well, off the top of my head I can't think of anything. That's also around these parts. But, yeah, I like to make sure. Now there is some fucking horrendous frame drops in here. Ancient Elven gloves, Dalfana. I think we got the Ancient Elven boots. We picked them up in Lothlorien.
And so I shall. Gee, what's all the fuss?
But again, it's just straightforward as normal. The enemies are here to be stabby stabbed. You just kill everything.
As you desire.
I think Morrigan's close to a level up at the moment. Yeah, the other two might be a bit far. But we'll just keep going. Get in the fucking sleep there. Hello, we've got a lovely dead knight over there. That actually has got stuff in movement. Dead knight with full knight leader armor. I don't care about it, I'll be honest with you. I mean, at this point in the game, there's not much equipment wise that I do actually care about.
Get along. No.
Right. If you don't disarm that trap, your party will just run through and they will just get they're not the smartest. And that's something Dragon Age, like BioWare, did with all the Dragon Age games. None of the party members are ever very fucking smart.
Magister who ordered Andraste burned to death and then took mercy on her at the last second.
Another religious figure. Are we to be taught the entire history of Andraste now?
As we've gone through, you know, this is why I like going through everywhere. Just little bits of information from the characters, so we'll quick run back down before we head to that next lovely area that we just saw there. That's the Wormling Lair. We'll take care of some wormlings. Right, honestly, as you add to it for the experience. Every kill is a kill closer to a level up. Which is realistically what we want.
Nice sweet. I do love a good death.
We're going for them level ups. Now this room, one of these chests does not have an ash rate in. The rest of them have ash rates, but honestly, again, we want that experience. So I'm gonna open every chest. We have to fight a wraith while doing this fight. I mean, that's already 150. This makes what 253 trees, I think. Oh, 3 of them here. Well, there's 50 trees a pot. Yeah. That's already 300 trees right there. Which I mean, it all adds up. All the experience adds up. 300 experience is 300 experience.
My, they're all
You see, that is the only reason I've got this. Killing everything.
I still remember my first battle.
All experience is good experience, isn't it?
Now we play a little.
The more we get, the closer we get to them fucking lovely level ups.
What a mess. What a shame.
The more levels we get, the more stats we get, the more fucking abilities we get, the stronger we get. It's almost like it doesn't work like that in every single fucking RPG or JRPG. Alright, so let's head into this wormling lair. We'll go see what worms are in here. Watch out for foes with coloured names. No. And this is the wormling lair, which honestly it's fucking massive. These caverns go on forever. You see, both sides bring you up to the same place. You start in the same place. It's lovely. I mean, I love this place.
Just get along.
The
No.
architecture in here is, I think it's beautiful. That could just be made. Fucking stop dancing. Give it that one. Fucking dancing ceremony.
Should have just given up, you know.
Cultist greatsword with full cultist equipment. Suppose if you want it. Cultist heavy helm. I mean that greatsword. Take the greatsword. I think Ogren will probably use that over
Me, what's all this?
That's one Alpha, I think it is.
Oh no. Another foe fallen, is it?
Thankfully this place for the most part, as big as it is just a fucking straight line.
My, they're all so
It's not the end.
eager.
It's not too difficult to get through. That's just skipping the fucking tips off the dude. Oh, the enemies do get, I think, a bit more difficult the further down here we go. You'll see what I mean once we get to it. Which I don't think it's too far off actually. There is one place in here I always make the wrong turn. Always. Hey, there we go. Dragon wings. And this is why it's the worming lair. We are fighting a literal dragon cult.
I am your
Let's go on the lair. Take Morgan's level up. Now these dragons
And so I shall.
don't actually drop anything if I remember rightly. We'll quick take care of Morgan's level up, where we pump everything into magic again. I'm actually at a juncture at the minute with Morgan where I'm unsure what I want to do. I'm thinking of either Walking Nightmare or Life Shift. But Walking Bomb's quite fun as well, up to the Animate Dead. Grease is nice if you go for the fire route, but I didn't know when lightning. I could go Fade Shield for Elemental Mastery, like. We'll get Walking Night. No, we'll get Life. We'll get Life Shift for now. It says I will lock that every time I fucking level them up, but as you can see, I haven't. But we'll get Life Shift. Life Shift will work for now. We can make use of Life Shift. As we go down the long and lonely caves
Get
to
along.
more cultists. The big one, okay. Lots of good stuff. And Alice is just fighting the dragonlings. I mean, dragonlings aren't that bad to fight, to be honest. I'm seeing the enchanter here. Who just tried to magic us and it didn't fucking work. Just like that.
Let's see.
Get him! I went in this direction here, so I'm not. Yeah. That can only hit on crits. just normal damage and I'm fucking frozen. I'm only after overhead. See, this is why you got the quick save here. This here is you get attacked a lot from the side there. But it's not hard, as you can see. I mean, a well-formed party, cohesion, can make a mess of this area.
Well, all right.
I'm not going to disarm all these traps just for the free experience. And we'll go on a little looting party now. See what we've got kicking around down here, in here. Tevinter Shield. Makes sense, the Tevinter Imperium, if I remember rightly, did believe dragons were
Lovely.
gods. Pretty sure they fucking worship them. Massive Paralyzed Rune's good. Justice will take an explosive bolt. Justice? Just turn it into fucking Sean Connery. Justice. Justice. Further on we go. Now we're getting up to the point, I think, where I keep fucking up. Well, not fucking up, but there's a turn you can take, and I'm positive I always take the wrong fucking turn at the first time.
They're all so eager, aren't
But if we do, I can fix it. I mean, look at what we've got in front of us here. And this is why I like having Morrigan as a controller or a debilitator. Morrigan gets rid of the need of me or the need for my own manage the need. Having a second controller, I mean, fire blast there, I like. But, what's around here? Oh, there's a dragon. Oh, we'll do one of them. There we go. And there we have another room of fucking cultists and dragonlings. But I suppose these cultists are living every kid's dream, aren't they? You know, they've got dragons as pets. There are two ways we can go here. I'm going to go this way first. And if this turns out to be the turn I didn't want to take, then I'll go back. Fucking misdirection here. Honestly, misdirection hexes are probably the worst thing that can happen with any character. Until it runs out. I can't hit a single fucking strike. Unless it's a crit, in this case I just hit for normal damage and I fucking hate it.
Lovely.
Cultist Dagger. Cultist Dagger doesn't actually look too bad. If we get another Cultist Dagger, I may look at swapping a dagger around on Zevi. So that's saving.
These cultists, we have not met them yet.
Who's in here? Yeah, see, I've done it again. We want to go back. We want to take the other turn first, and then we'll try the uppy bit. The uppy bit? Aye, the path up there. It doesn't matter how many times I play this. I mean, I play this game once a fucking year, and I always seem to fuck up this part. I can never remember where you got here to not to progress, but just to have a full look around. I'll make sure we get all the codex. This is where I wanted to go first, man.
Oh, now this is interesting.
Some dragon filth. And now we've got drakes. The drakes are the ones above dragons and below a high dragon. Now drakes can provide, drakes can be messy. But we do get Drake skill, which automatically starts a quest. Now every Drake you fight will drop one Drake skill. We'll have a quick look at that quest there. So Master Wayne Denham's Market District. He can make a Drake scale armor. And I mean, look at that, man. That is the feeding the dragons, I suppose. Pigs and goats, and that dragon Phil's got a statue in. If you pick up them gifts to give to your companions, the dragon statue goes to Alistair. If I remember rightly, he gets, well, I mean, you can give them to anybody, but Alistair gets the biggest improvement from giving them one of them. Right, so this time we'll take the up over and see if that's another random little dead end. Let's say some of these just take you to random little dead ends, some of them actually take you where you're supposed to go. And I can't remember which one's which here. And let's have a look here. I can base it off seeing a certain if I can see more of the enemies. I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. I'm not 100%. No, this is just a dead end. Right, champion, we'll come up here first.
That's a trap.
Get the trap disarmed, and then go straight after the mage. Who wants to run away from it? Oh, fucking hell. Alistair just knocked him. Alistair just knocked him the bell. Well, have a quick look up here. Let's see, I'm terrible with this part of the game, just actually remembering what's fucking what and which way is which.
As you desire.
We'll get there. We'll get there. There's no rush, shall we say? We can certainly kind of go back over. Now I'm starting to think that this might be the way that I want to go to get to the next area, and it's looking like it is, to be honest. Is it? It was over there. It is, because there's Colgrim. Right, so we'll turn back around now. that does happen to be Colgrim. I suppose while we're turning back around, I can go over the couple of things you can do with Colgrim. One, you can agree not to be an arsehole. Well, not to kill him, I should say. And you can, when you find the urn of sacred ashes, which is obviously the Andraste's ashes, you can agree to contaminate them by putting, I think it's dragon's blood or something in them. Nearly everyone in your party disagrees with that, and if you've got Liliana with you and you go to do that, she will turn hostile and fight you. But if you do it, Colgrim can teach you the Reaver specialization. Now I'm going straight up here. Those arcane warriors are absolute machines. No arcane warrior, no worry. Why am I by myself? What is my party doing? My party, come and help, please. I mean, Morrigan's been struggling anyway. Right, there we go, we'll make them work. We'll make them work, we'll make them short work. There we go, there we go. I'll go save Morrigan now. You will learn to fear me. I don't use the suit coating anymore, do I? I do still have a suit. Okay, we'll grab that. The points that I tend to save big hard boss fights. Random fights like this I don't think ever require any actual poison.
Of course.
Joining the slow ruin. Don't need rock salve. Don't need Spellweaver. We are going to take that. Now that is a restriction to a mage, which is unfortunate, to be honest, because Spellweaver's a really good weapon, but you would have to spec your mage in, one of your mages into Arcane Warrior, which I have been debating on. Respecting and making say probably be Morrigan, to be fair. Morrigan would probably be Arcane Warrior. Arcane Warriors absolutely fucking nutty.
Me, what's all
Arcane Warriors can dish out so much fucking damage, it's not even funny. But then I'd lose Morgan's ability to, well, just pure mages for us. As we just go through here, slowly. Everybody. What a surprise. We're going to kill everybody. So we'll loot the corpses first. I'll just make sure we pick up every Drake skill. Loot the Dragonair. What's it got for us? The Life Drinker. Yeah, that's all we come up here for. Life Drinker and the First Blight Chapter 3. Codex Envy, that's it. We now mush our way all the way back down here to Colgrim. So I suppose while we're doing this here, I can explain the Drake skill. Basically, you take a weird in Denerim Market and he can make you armor. From Drake skill, it can make you Drake scale armor. Honestly, it is really good. You can choose whether to have light, medium or heavy, and you can also get a slight spoiler, you can get dragon scale armor as well, but there is only one dragon in the game, so you do want to give him the extra 10 gold pieces when he makes that armor for you. So what the play normally is, if you're not going to choose Flemeth or what I'm going to do with the other dragon with traps, is you would take the Drake scale armor, medium armor, whack it on Alistair, who would be your tank, and he can just sit in front of the dragons while everyone else sits at range. If you don't want to go the force field route, I know some people aren't keen on using
Stop! You will go
force field
no
on their own
further.
party. Where are you?
You do not have the right to demand my name. You have
Bitch, please.
defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more. You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here?
Go
You
for the
did
Elder
this
State
all
Rashes.
for an ancient relic. Know this, stranger. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has written.
What if we leave you a wing?
The holy Andraste wishes us. Not even the Tevinter
I don't know what the
Imperium
fuck just happened
could
there.
hope to slay her now. What hope do you have?
You're mad.
You know nothing! Andraste revealed herself
You see,
to
if
us!
you agree to,
We
you
are
know,
her chosen!
fall in with
To arms,
Colgrim's
my brethren! Andraste will
fucking
grant
madness
us
here,
victory!
he can teach you the Reaver spec. But honestly, I like killing everybody, so Colgrim is going to die. Colgrim is fucking tanky, man. Colgrim, he takes a lot of killing with Colgrim. I mean, look, I'm doing 85 and 91 a hit. And it still took me a minute there to kill Colgrim. Oh, Morgan died. Morgan just got savaged by a Drake because Alistair was off pissing about. Fuck's sake, Alistair.
If you were more careful, that wouldn't happen.
Don't blame me. Blame Alistair. Morgan.
As you desire.
So, we'll get ourselves some more Drake skills here. There's a sparkly Seeker's Remains over here because of a mod I put in that gives me judgment. So, with Luke Colgrim, 6 injury kits. He's got the Cultist Armoured Plate, Fierce Edge, which is a unique weapon, and Colgrim's Horn. If you saw Colgrim's Horn there, it does tell you where to use it. Sound this horn from the top of the mountain overlooking the village of Haven to summon the High Dragon. The High Dragon will not come down off the mountain unless you use the horn. So what I recommend is clearing everything else out first. So it's just the High Dragon that you have to worry about fighting. Obviously, I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to do exactly what I did to Flemeth, because again this thing has a certain area it will always land in. It always lands in the same spot. So why would I worry about trapping it if I can just drop a couple of fucking traps down by a couple of men around 50, and then we just slaughter it. Slaughter it. Which obviously we're going to do, because why the fuck wouldn't I? You know, this is Dragon Age, why wouldn't I want to kill a dragon? I do apologise, I was just getting a nice mouthful of coffee there. Topped up on me caffeine. So pretty much you play that, you sound the horn for the dragon anywhere down here. I mean, I love this area as well, to be honest with you. But that thing will just sleep up there.
Better to avoid than engage.
Hi, dragon. We're not
They're all
planning on actually fighting it. We couldn't
Hi, Dragon. We're not planning on fighting it, are we? I don't know why there's just random little critters here. There's only 3 or 4 of them total down here. But you know, it is what it is. We'll go down here. There's a couple of chests, treasure chests down here. Revelation, which I'm going to take. I say there's not much I need or want equipment wise at this moment in time, but if anything's got a unique name, Revelation, Face Edge, anything like that, I always take it. You know, it's sort of like a one of
as you
one.
desire.
So down here, obviously you've got that lovely dragon up there. That dragon will always land here. Lands about here, even just up from the dodgy tits next to the wooden bridge. That dragon, once you play the horn, doesn't matter whereabouts down here you play, this dragon will land here. But if we go down here now, I don't understand why this works this way. We've got the ruined temple, which is where we started. If you just want to look at the dragon and say, nah, fuck that bro, I'm not dealing with that. Whatever's in that temple can stay there. And it brings you out to this Fallen Knight. This was completely closed off with ice last time. So it brings you back to here. But now we've dealt with Colgrim and got to that point of the temple, we can now freely go through here. The ice is... I don't know what the, what the subtext of being able to do that now is. I don't suppose it's any different, realistically, than just being able to walk through it in the first place. As you can see, the dragon will always stir like that, but it will never actually come down without you blowing the horn. So obviously...
I know what you're doing, lovely woman.
And what is it that you
What
think
is
I
this?
am doing? Besides the Grey Warden, that is.
Biding your time, naturally. But for
Never leave her alone.
Why don't you ask him if you're so curious?
I doubt that he even knows. I am content to wait and see for myself, however.
Then don't bring it up again.
Cool. So, down here is where you were meant to go. That dragon will always be there. As you can see, the High Dragon is a level 22 elite boss if you want to fight it normally. And this is the Gauntlet. That is where you're supposed to go for the whole, you know, Andraste's Ashes. At the Caverns, you've got the Gauntlet over here, and that takes you back to the Ruined Temple. I love how it says to sound... Them trees are floating. To sound the horn over where you're overlooking the village of Haven. But where the fuck are you overlooking the village of Haven at here? There is no village of Haven you can see from here. But we'll take a shortcut here. I'm gonna go actually put my party on wait over here. Put them on the hold, toggle full party, do that, then that. Keep them on hold, and they can just stay over there while I get the traps ready. But I'm going to take care of that and I'll be back shortly. Right, and we're back with the traps set now, so all we have to do now is blow Colgrim's horn. We'll watch High Dragon. Ah, he's not quite dead. I think one blast from Morrigan to
So
finish
I
him off
shall.
there. We'll pick him out with traps. Now, we got a dragon scale, deadhead charge, pure bitch braid, truth, Qunari siege gauntlets, which yeah, storm talons, always nice. Long sight will take. Don't need that Taven longbow, crow dagger, and I can leave that. We'll take the Grandmaster flame rune just in case, but what I am going to do is I'm just actually going to take everything. And I'll just destroy what I don't want just so I can pick up me excess traps.
Well, all right.
And that is the High Dragon Andraste, as Colgrim believed it to be, dead. So, we don't need that. I do not need that. And I do not need that. Armor wise, Revelations will keep. What is this knight's armor that we're getting? Is it just regular? It's just regular knight's armor, so we don't need that. We don't need that. I do not want the Qunari siege gauntlets. Don't need the heavy plate boots. I'll keep truth. Heavy plate armor gone, and we'll keep the pure bitch braid. But yeah, that is Andraste dead now. That is the only high dragon. How was Alistair leveled up before? Oh no, because Morgan already leveled up, one, didn't she?
Yes.
We'll dump it all into his strength again. But that is. Well, I mean that's the only high dragon in the fucking game. No, it's not strength I want. Is it? Is it Dex I need to start dumping? Yeah, it's Dex. He needs a Dex dump. Give him a Dex dump. Yeah, I've hit the Dex limits, but Dex does help with his defense. So we will now go and pop him shield cover. But that is, well, the only high dragon in the game dead. And we also have dragon scale armor we can now make. So we'll continue on to the gauntlet. We'll do a little bit of the gauntlet. I don't know if I'm going to do all the gauntlet or not, but we'll get some of it done at the very least. We'll see what the gauntlet's about. You know, we can get a little sneak peek. Now, only the penitent man may pass. Got to turn into fucking Indiana Jones here.
It's not like the
Andraste's arrows,
rest of the
always
temple.
nice.
This part is unblemished, untouched.
I feel like we have just entered the Grand Cleric's bedchambers, where no one has gone before.
Zevran's it's always a different way to say it with Zevran. We'll talk to, automatically talk to the guy. Now what did the book like? And who are
I
ye?
am the Guardian, the protector of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have waited years for this. You are the first to arrive in a very long time.
So there has been other people
It
here.
has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years
This
we
entire
are
thing's just in
counting if I
Indiana,
be
was it?
here.
Last Crusade?
And shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea?
Imperium's gone.
Is it not?
I do like the
Then
look of his sword,
perhaps
mind you. His
this
sword looks beautiful.
Is the beginning of the end.
Let's not waste any
You
time.
have come to honor Andraste.
Let's just crack straight on through him there. Come on.
If you prove yourself worthy. It is
fire?
not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that.
Honestly, I'd rather just fight you, mate.
Unworthy. You will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not,
Right, let's get it over with then.
before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was
His
not
sword does
easy.
look beautiful though. That great sword is a
There
pretty
is
great sword.
suffering in your past. Your suffering the suffering of others. Tamlin was one of your tribe, a blood brother. You left him in the ruins, left him to his fate.
It's not like I left them.
Tell me, Pilgrim, did you fail Tamlin?
My answer is my own guardian. Nah. Yeah.
Very well. You know your own heart.
My answer is my own
Now
guardian.
you've got me curious about how you really feel.
I'm glad you declined. This question has nothing to do with our goal.
Oh, good. For a moment there, I thought you were going to go on a weepy tirade and try to share your feelings.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight.
Oh, here we go.
You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him.
Yes. If Duncan had
Fucking
been saved
spirits.
and not me, everything
Can't
would
tell
be
nowhere.
better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
And the Antivan elf.
How's it
Oh,
name?
is it my turn now? Hurrah! I'm so excited.
Many have died at your hand. But is there any you regret more than a woman by the name of...
How do you know about that?
I know much. It is allowed to me.
I love how they don't give you the
Question
name.
stands, however. Do you regret?
Yes, the answer is yes, if that's what you wish to know. I do. Now move on.
I'd love to. I can't remember if we can find out about that one.
Flemeth's daughter. What?
Begone, spirit. I will not play your games.
I will respect your wishes.
Morrigan has the same answer as me.
The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
So obviously every party member you bring, the spirit asks them something completely different. Can I even ask
What
Severin?
say you?
I can't. So I'm not going to ask Severin about the woman.
Well, all right.
I'm not actually sure about that, to be honest. Ah, here we go. The first trial of the gauntlet. So, everyone here is something related to fucking Andraste. And we get to answer riddles.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
A tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we
If you
would
get them
sing.
wrong, you fight an Ashria.
She celebrated
I think this is the only time I try not to get it
and
wrong.
all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song.
Just because obviously it
Then
does
she
provide
sang
you a little
no
bit of
more
information and backstory on Andraste. I mean, Andraste's childhood friend there, and then we can go over to Brona.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by
I'm not very good at
dawn
these videos, I will admit.
Of what do I speak?
Dreams?
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a
If you
daughter
read the
she
codex, I
couldn't
think it
save.
does fill in some of these characters that we're about, like some of these spirits we're about to talk to. Thane Sharton.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
I don't know this one, to be honest with you.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
What would that be? Ferelden, home, an alien, alienage. I'm not sure. What would that be? It's either going to be Ferelden or home, isn't it? Really? So we'll go home.
It was my
Hey,
dream for the people
'cause he's
to
an
have
elf,
a home
obviously,
of
so
their
he wanted a
own,
home, didn't he?
Where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed. And so were we.
Obviously, after this bit, I'll go through about what obviously the other companions get asked by
An eye for
the
an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
what
The
you
debt
call
of
it.
blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
See, now this one's a weird one. You can answer I don't know here and you won't get into combat. But if you want the actual answer, it is vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hysarion would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
Well, I never understood this part here of why these are here. So we'll go to Disciple Havard.
The bones of the world stretch towards the skies.
Oh, this one's an easy one.
Veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom.
It's an easy one.
Of what do I speak?
That one should be straightforward. That's Snow-Capped Mountains.
Yes.
Or again, you can say I don't know. The only one you can't say I don't know to up here is Hesserin.
Into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
I mean, I'm going to be the one that says it. I think it's weird that we're going to sprinkle a dead woman's ashes
A poison
on a
of
mine.
the soul, passions
General
grow
Mafaref.
From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
And so this one is jealousy, or you can just say I don't know and you still don't have to do a fight.
Jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamoi. But beside her, I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee.
So this is all just, it just fills you with little bits of Andraste's life before she was burned.
I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Hercules can. Hercules! So we'll save Hesseran for last. We'll do the Disciple Cathair.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
I mean, I'd say a woman would be a fitting answer here, but the answer is hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled
I mean, it's a
the
bit of a
sun's
shame we
flame,
haven't got a Dragon Age
scorching the
game
land.
where we actually start where the Tevinter Imperium's at full power.
Could not march. Then he opened
All
the
the-
heavens and bade the
All the
waters
Dragon Age
flow.
games go on so much about the Tevinter Imperium and what they were like, but we've never...
I am Cathair, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw
But we've never
these
actually got
things
to play
done
in
and
the
knew
Tevinter
Maker
Imperium when it was at
smiled
its
on
when
us.
it was at its peak. And the last one is
She
Hesserin.
wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
This one's Mercy.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and Mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
And that gets us through that part there. So, as far as obviously the other party members, Liliana, if you bring her to the first part, she's questioned about her vision and inventing the story for attention. Ogren already knows the Guardian is going to discuss and saves time. He rattles it off because we're going to talk about Branka. Shield doesn't say much, to be honest with you, neither does Sten. I mean, to be honest with you, I tend to bring the ones I bring the most. Now, this part does change. If you're playing a City Elf, instead of Tamlin stood there, because obviously I'm a Dalish Elf, you will have Shiani. A Dwarf Commoner gets Lesky. Your Dwarf Noble gets Trian Adukin, which is Balin's brother. The Human Noble gets Bryce Cousland, which is his father, and the Circle Mage encounters Jowan, the Blood Mage, that we freed from Redcliffe Castle.
It's so cold here, brother. Do you feel it? The chill eats at my bones.
I will try to go through the differences.
You think this cannot be Tamlin? Tamlin is gone. is only footsteps in the dust. I am Tamlin, and yet I am not. I am part of the Gauntlet, and part of you.
Yes, I know Tamlin will never come back.
In the past.
He's dead,
You
my
said
dude.
nothing when the Guardian asked you. Do you even know the answer? I wish you well, my friend. We will not meet again.
Goodbye, Tamlin. Now, depending on the answers you give to, I think it's the geezer, you actually get a different encounter. Like, you get reflection if you answer the Guardian, which, I mean, what does reflection do? Who says? I'll have a quick look here. +1 Constitution and +15 to heal and effects received. So I mean, it could be worth it. What I could do is, I don't know when my last save was. It's there, the Gauntlet. What, 12 minutes ago? Tell you what, we'll go back. What I'll do is I'll go back just so I can show reflection. I'll go back. What I'll do is I'll just cut me answering all the riddles and doing everything again, and I'll meet you back at Tamlin. And just like that, we're back at Tamlin.
It's so cold here.
So this
brother.
time I said to the Guardian at the front that we could have searched
my
more.
bones.
We could have had a little search for Tamlin. We could have still looked.
This cannot be Tamlin. Tamlin is gone.
I said reflections.
It's
It's
only
not
footsteps
great.
in
If I
the
don't get it
dust.
here, then I'm not going to be bothered.
I
But
am
like,
Tamlin, and yet I am
just
not.
for the sake of showing
I
it.
am part of the Gauntlet, and part of you. Some things lost can never be found. Some mistakes never unmade. Those that survive must.
Mate, it wasn't me that made the mistake. I told you not to touch the fucking mirror, dude.
Thinking that you could have done something. It is time to leave that behind. Take this. It is nothing compared to the crafts of our fathers, but it should serve you well. I wish you well, my friend. We will not
There we
meet
go.
again.
So what we got for that is, there you go, reflection restricted to me. Oh, I've got a mod in that actually makes reflection better. My bad. So I get 3 strength, 3 con, 3 will, 15 healing and 15 health. But I mean, it's not really worth it over what I've got on, to be honest with you. But the next part of the trial is, as you can see by the names there, a fight. Now the easiest way to do this is when you come into here, because it didn't really kill everything on the way out, you can just bring your player character and you only have to fight yourself. So basically we just have to beat ourselves. That's it, that's all there is to it. So ghostly versions of yourself. They don't have the same stats or anywhere near, to be honest.
How delightful!
But that was the next part of the test. And now we have this part, which
I'm terrible at puzzles.
Another obstacle.
Heaven Needle, First Agent. Now the First Agent stuff I don't actually mind. This is from a mod,
Ah, this looks like a simple enough puzzle.
but we'll have a little look. I mean, the First Agent, well, I don't know if I'm going to use that. The gloves is what, 6 armor pen. Gloves are good. I mean, the boots, 2 con, good fire resist. And then the Agent Queerless. So I don't mind losing the defense on the boots because I'm getting the defense here. I am losing dex. I'm gaining dex. But I do like the look of it. Obviously, if I put the hood on, 2 dex, 2 willpower. You look like that.
Let us put our heads together.
But my stats, I mean, what, 74 cunning, 31 strength. With that hood on, if I put on the helmet, I can't even put the helmet on underneath on because I don't have 32 strength anymore. Put the helm of Honolith on, I go up to... it's fucking negligible. Negligible. But it does mean I now have upgrades for Zevrani. So I give Zevrani the Red Jenny Seekers. You can also have my Bard's... I mean, the Bard's dancing shoes have less defense, like less armor, but a higher defense, so worth. And the Shadow of the Empire is just so much better, armor-wise. You can't get the Helm of Honolith, though, unfortunately. He just hasn't got the strength for it. But you could pass the Helm of Honolith down to Alistair if you so choose. I'm not going to, but I think it looks pretty cool. This is from a mod. This is from the Chantry Agent mod that I have installed. I just like different mods. So for this part here, I will unadmittedly say I'm using a mod. A guide. I absolutely hate this. I hate puzzles. So we start with left 3, which is this one.
Your wish.
We'll go to Zevran and we want left 6. Which is that one, and then we're going to move Morrigan to right 2, which allows me to move to here. So the one that's on left 3, which is Alistar, is now going to go. I mean, you can do this yourself, it just takes a lot of trial and error. He's going to go to right 4. Right 4? Yep. Right 2, which is Morrigan, is now going to go all the way over to left 1. Make sure I'm on it. So now we move to there. So Zevran, who I've got on left 6. I should say this count is from the door. Left hand side 136, right hand side 136. It's going to go from here to right 5. So all you want to do here is make this a solid bridge. Once the bridge is solid and one party member has traversed it, everybody can. So the character on right 4, which is Alistar.
Say the word.
Yes, Alistair, right 4. Yep, to left 5. You can, like, see, you can do this with a lot of trial and error. I mean, it's not too difficult. And that should be the bridge solidly made. Once one character's passed over it, everyone can move across it. Now, this next trial is honestly really simple. As you can see, it's just that sometimes, for some reason, my game has a habit of deleting. I loaded the game. I wanted to save. I hit the wrong fucking button. This is before I killed the dragon. Hang on. That was a balls up on my part. Right, what part of the gauntlet is this saved at? What part has been saved? Where am I up now? Ah, man. Gotta fight myself again. This is not what I wanted to have to do here. Do this part in the fucking thingy again. What? Come on, hurry up and kill them. Right, that's done. So, go through here. Take all of that again. Now my inventory here is at 89 of 125, and I, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 10. I'm gonna have to get rid of some gear so stuff doesn't get deleted. Right, pull this longbow, gone, pull this dagger, go bye-bye, pull this enchanter stuff, gone. Get rid of Andraste's arrows, the explosive bolts. I wouldn't normally do this, but unfortunately, have I got a metal kite shield? Keeping the robes of the divine hand, aren't I? Reflection, I mean, I'm gonna keep all them as well. There's got to be something I've got that's just absolutely trash. I'll get rid of that actually. Get rid of the thoughtful gifts. What you need here is you're going to need enough inventory space for after this part to I don't need the traps anymore actually. They can go as well. That was the last dragon that we've killed. I'm not going to use traps ever again. So what have I got here? 2, 10, that's 12. That's 9. That's 12 again, so that's 24, 36, 45. So I need 45 inventory spots. Which from 125, if I was to go backwards, is 80. So I should be alright.
Another obstacle.
Right, so
Almost
put them
beyond
on hold again.
endurance.
Ah, this looks like a simple enough puzzle.
I absolutely fucking
Let us
hate
put our
puzzles.
heads together.
But I don't hate puzzles, I just hate these puzzles. So,
My love?
Alistair, stop calling me my love. I do not love you.
Where to?
We love Morrigan.
If we can get all the bridge pieces solid, we can make it across.
Yeah, yeah. Left 3, so that's you, back to right 4. I can't believe I hit the wrong fucking button now. I was meant to save game. I was meant to save my game,
Shall we?
but I fucked up and I hit the wrong button. Which, I'll be honest with you, I do more often than you can imagine.
Shall we?
Obviously, if you feel any character's on a part of the bridge here that's going to collapse, it doesn't actually do anything. I don't know why I'm in battle mode, to be honest. But I'm in battle mode. And then you go to left 5, and then I'm done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then cross the bridge, right, there we go.
In here somewhere is something to do with building bridges with friends or some such.
I have absolutely no idea what moral was there. Right, so I'll not hit the wrong fucking button this time, because we are at the end. There we go. I wanted to save the fucking game. Still don't trust me inventory, so I'm still going to see if I've got anything else I can get rid of. Like, get rid of them. Oh, not them. We'll get rid of them as well. Lesser stamina droughts aren't going to get used anymore, same as lesser lyrium potions, to be honest with you. They're kind of taking up space. Venom's no use anymore. What else isn't? Acidic coating's kind of trash. The rest of them I find a use for at some point in time. Right, so we just got to trust here that I'm not actually going to lose anybody's fucking equipment when I do this. But basically, to pass this,
Of course.
you touch the altar, remove all of your equipment, and we can cross the fire.
You have been through the trials of the gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste.
And there we go.
And like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, pilgrim. Approach
The sacred ashes. I'd rather put my equipment back on, dude. See, it equips some characters, but some characters it doesn't for some reason. Right. Small cut here. I'm going to see if I've got my equipment still. See if I can get everyone equipped. See? I've lost Alistair and Zevran's equipment. I don't understand why. So we're going to load it, and we're going to try that again. I mean, Zevran isn't even... I don't think Zevran's wearing any dodgy equipment at this point in time, neither.
By the Maker.
I honestly don't think he is. I'm not working on all the first aid and stuff here, because I want to use the first aid and stuff.
It's the urn of sacred ashes.
Armed and
Oh, you can just run through the fire, I guess.
to approach Andraste. Why have you committed this act of defiance?
Because I could.
In the Maker's eyes, a beggar may as well
I actually
be
don't know
a
what happens if you just run through the fire.
king a beggar. He cares not for the privilege granted by birth. One can only find spiritual truth by casting aside earthly possessions and seeing them for the deceptions they are.
I will back to it off.
You have passed through the flame. There is no going back. You have shown that you are not worthy of the ashes. May the Maker take you into his arms and forgive you.
I've never done that before. I've actually never done this before. But honestly, I'd rather not lose my armor. Some of my armor just disappears. I mean, as long as the end goal's the same, I guess. As long as we still get the ashes. I don't suppose it makes a difference, does it really? The urn's still there. I've just killed the man to get it.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I stand in awe. Really?
Nice vase. I should get one for my house.
Earth and remains of Andraste. Well, take a pinch of the ashes and then leave the urn alone. I don't think there's any repercussions to killing the Guardian. Perseverance. I don't think there's any repercussions to killing the Guardian. I could be wrong. An unfortunate adventurer with the belt of the Magister Lords. Oh, great health potion. Ooh, piece of candy. Both of these take you back to the mountaintop. I need to check here to see if there's actually any repercussions to killing them. There could be. There very well could be. I don't think there is, but there could be. Now, all we do is get less experience. That's it. But that's the only difference, is I missed out on about 100 experience, which is a pain, but hell, I gotta keep all my fucking armor, which is the bonus. Now, Revelation, Devotion, Perseverance, and Truth are all armors from a mod for Alistair. Oh well, any fucking warrior, to be honest with you. I might give him that even though he doesn't benefit from it, but he definitely benefits from the Red Jenny Seekers. He 100% benefits from the Bard's Dancing Shoes, even though the Antiman leather boots are his. He does benefit from the Ancient Elven Gloves, but the armor's lower. The Shadow of the Empire. Well, there we go. I might actually give Zevran a little bit of I think that's what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to try and get Zevran's strength to 32 on his next level up. So I don't think I've got to wait there to boost that at the moment. Unfortunately. Actually, if I give him Rules of the Divine Hand, even though it says do not use, I can pop the... Hang on. Then we give him Shadow of the Empire. Give him the Red Jenny. There we go. Zevran can have that helm. There we go. Just ignore the fact that one of the robes said do not use. They're not meant to be used on him, obviously. He's not supposed to be able to equip clothing. And we get some experience on the way out. Level up is everything that I don't need to put into strength. I'm still going to, because I do want a minimum of 22 strength, just for any other, just for anything else I may want for him. Now Zevran is going to continue that path, and that is it. That is the Temple of Andraste done. So we can leave now and we can go to Al Eamon, or we can do what I'm going to do and go to fucking camp, because I've got some equipment I want to change around on people. I've got some stuff I want to store. Most of that's going to be done off screen, obviously, apart from the travelling back to camp. But we've got the urn, which means after we go see Al Eamon, we can. I was going to say we can go to the Basilian Forest, but we need to go see Master Wade. So Mikhail of Mannheim. This is from another mod I've got installed from the Knight. The Knight mod, there is different knights that will just spawn in places and attack us, and as you can see they come with equipment if you want to use them. If you're playing without Awakenings in the Origin, that equipment's actually really good. They just don't have any rune slots.
Omega, I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like coming to the urn? I mean.
Now, obviously, if you made a deal with Colgrim, you can defile the Urn of Ashes, so nobody else could.
It may be that to you, but means
so nobody else can use the ashes. You take your pinch, you then defile the ashes. But if you have Win or Leliana with you, you will have to kill them. You will have to fight them if you
organize an expedition. There is so much
if you
history here. It
think of a
must
Bobby.
be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
If you dip your nuts in the urn. Yeah,
Eventually,
why not?
it shall be exploited by the rich and the powerful, as these things usually are.
Ha! Let's hope there's a lot of Andraste to go around.
I must return home. I have much to do.
You can actually go see
Genevieve
in his house. I don't know if he actually says anything useful or
I have a
what,
small
but
collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
no bother, Genevieve. V. But that is now. We have the urn. Now we can go straight back out on the world map. There's no need to mess about. Dragon's Lair, Ruined Temple, the village of Haven. So we're supposed to go to Redcliffe, but we're going to go to the party camp. And there's a reason I don't take Leliana with us on a lot of quests. She's very, for an assassin, bard. She does like to humming and haring about shit. Now, obviously, I'm going to have a quick look at equipment here because I did get that, which is just better than what I had on to start with. Leliana can actually use the robes of the Divine Hand. She can actually wear them, and she's going to. Oghren, I got a sword for, I believe. I was going to give him. I'm giving the Cultist Great Sword, or I'm giving Judgment. I'm going to give him Judgment, I think. Judgment looks pretty fucking cool. Wayne, I've got absolutely nothing for fucking Wayne, I don't think. Stormtowns, I'm going to give them to Morrigan. Sten, I would give Fierce Edge to Sten if I didn't already have a Salah, but I have a Salah, so I'm not going to. Why is the Helm of Honolith there? I had the Helm of Honolith on Zevran. Did I not? Why is your helmet come off, Zev? You fucking helmet on, dickhead. So Morrigan is wearing Silkwave, which is nature, so I'm going to give her that because she does have an electric spell and I can pass down the Silkwaves to her. I think that's pretty much it, to be honest with you. Heaven's Needle's probably going to go on to me player character instead of Duncan's Dagger, possibly. I know Duncan's Dagger has a higher damage, it's better dex, but it doesn't have the 30 crit backstab damage, and I don't care about extra damage against dragons now. So, but I'll take care of all that off the rest of everything else off screen. But that is everything for today. And so this is Daddy Glidey signing out. Have a good day.